What's the next trending topic of the week?
From is it Vanity Fair, I think?
Yes.
Taylor Swift said that Scooter Braun is trying to, quote, silence her forever, but promises she still has plenty of surprises in store. Taylor Swift gave an update about the ongoing legal process of buying back her master recordings from Scooter Braun on Monday night, but the opportunity to repurchase her music is not looking likely. After the news broke, the pop star tweeted out an open letter explaining that while her team attempted to enter negotiations with Scooter Braun, his team allegedly demanded that she first sign an NDA stating she would never say another word about Scooter Braun unless it was positive. Despite all these legal complications, Swift hasn't given up hope just yet. A representative for Scooter Braun was not immediately available for comment. Boy, nothing like saying the name Scooter Braun like 8 times in a row to make you realize what a dumb
Like, yeah,
name.
who is she fighting again? Or I don't. What's that guy's
Scooter
name?
Braun.
Scooter Braun. What kind? What? That's a name. That is a name.
That's a name and a half right
Scooter.
there.
How do you take a guy
I
seriously?
can't not picture him in one of those hats with like a little kid pinwheel on the top. You know the kind I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking.
Just an
Yeah,
oversized lollipop, like, it's me, Scooter Braun. I own your masters.
yeah.
Like,
See you in court. Ha ha ha. It's just so. That's
and that's all we have to say on the topic.
Yeah, exactly. Let us know what you guys think. But you know what? There was and then we're gonna. I guess we'll go over it a little bit later. But there was some people in our community who said something like, they don't really listen that much to Taylor Swift, but just the topic alone is something like, wow. I mean, she works hard. She wrote those songs. And the industry is known for these shady deals. You think it's bad now. I mean, go back in time where people were where it was like a way of life. Hey,
Just getting fed. It's like, oh, you're 12, you're too fat. You got to take these if you want your contract.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like things like that. I mean, you couldn't fight them. You couldn't fight them.
No.
Thanks to the internet nowadays, people do things independent. You can't reach the masses without a record deal, without the power of the label behind you. But now, thanks to the internet,
Right.
a lot of people have proven them wrong. So deals have gotten a lot better lately. So
I'm not like a huge Taylor Swift fan. I have nothing against her. It's not like a personal.
what is her army called? The Taylor's. What is her like the Beehive?
Swifties?
Like what are they called?
Swifties?
The Swifty, yeah, Taylor and the Swifties. I don't. Guys, let us know what that one is. But I know.
You know what? I'm gonna double down. I think that might be right. But yeah, no, it's all just sort of unquestionably messed up. Not owning your work that you wrote and recorded, and like it does not feel like a gray area to me that that is her work and should be her work. Legality aside, I understand like the business sucks and you got to be careful what you're signing away. And I am not a lawyer, so I don't understand a lot of the ins and outs of that. But I certainly just fall on the side of like, that's awful and kind of messed up. And I know she's had to like find ways to work around it. And I believe it said she's re-recording some of her earlier stuff, but yeah, it's all just such an odd. Also, that NDA is so messed up.
Yeah,
like you can't say anything. Again, it's just like that weird icky censorship of like, oh, what the hell?
But it really didn't say anything like I'll give you your masters. What it really to me says is we'll continue to negotiate. I'll cooperate in the negotiation as long as you're nice to me in front of your fans. Yeah. Give me a little attaboy, and maybe I'll show up to court with you and we'll talk a little bit more. That's kind of how it comes off. And real quick, hey Victor Bradshaw, he's watching us live. I see you there. Appreciate you.
I was just gonna say it. Hey Victor.
hey buddy. But yeah, it just feels like it's gonna. It's probably not going to come off in her favor. I think maybe she does have the rights to her masters now because obviously she's.
I think at least some of the early ones and some of some ones she does not. Was how I understood it.
But the question is, what is she making more money on now? What is she making more money on now? Her earlier work or her work from now?
I feel like her work from now.
Now, but but her
He's someone
earlier,
who's
I think her
popular.
first album was country, right? And then she switched to pop, so that might be considered a time capsule class. Remember when Taylor Swift was country, and over in the long run, it might, yeah. Well, it's at $300 million if it's
Well, at
worth
the
that
end of the
much.
day, like, I doubt she is that concerned about the money. Like,
the principle
the woman
of it.
has,
Yeah.
but I mean, A, it's that, but B, artistically, again, just to feel like if I put as much of myself as you, I think, would have to put into like writing and recording a song,
Yeah.
you know, that would hurt to feel like, oh, why is that not mine anymore? So
I see it too both ways. I mean, if you knew then what you know now, or at the same time, if you had the power then that you wield now, this would never have happened to you. But
yeah.
what people forget is that is the price that most artists pay to going in. Like, hey, I mean, you're a nobody. Nobody really knows who you are. This is your first album.
Yeah.
We don't know if this is going to work out. We don't know, and we're putting up the risk and all that stuff in producing your album and getting you out there. And then it works out. You become a mega star. But your original producer who funded that whole thing, or the label, whatever it is, has the rights to your masters. It sucks, but walking in the door. That's why I posed the question the way I did later on, and we got your vote, and we'll go into that a little bit later. But it's like there's so many artists out there. I'm one of them. I had dreams of being a mega hey, you guys want to hear my album now? No? Okay. But it's just what happens a lot. Is it fair? No.
Yeah.
Like I said, deals are getting better and better.
Interesting. Victor in the chat, Victor Bradshaw said, the real problem is many songs that didn't go on albums are in those.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now, okay. Team Taylor. So,
We also got Aaron saying, I am a T Swift fan, but at the end of the day, business is business. I can see both sides of it. It is also, if you find it sucks, like as an artist, it hurts, but you know, there is also if you signed something that was legally binding that said that's how that worked, that is also, you know.
Yeah. And then again, let's remember, guys, I mean, she was a child then, and labels they're gonna do what they can. They're gonna come after you. When they see talent, they're gonna make the deal as sweet for them as it is for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in the long run, maybe she'll sue like NSYNC did, get the rights to her name, or not her name, her masters, and maybe that same outcome. But at the end of the day,
they didn't take her name. That is legally.
That's not. Yeah. She's still Taylor Swift.
That's just the name.
But guys, I guess we can talk about it a little bit more later on. Let's talk about it on We Got Your Mail. Send your comments, your questions, and concerns about that stuff. Put it in the box, and we'll just keep talking. All right.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or We Got Your Mail.